lately. You know who they've been getting the big baskets from? Freak! He's been on a tear. How's he gotten so hot, Shaq?
Well, you know, he's letting the game come to him on the offensive end. He's not forcing the shot, but he's still being aggressive, and he's always testing his defender. And he's, you know what, Ernie? He smells that barbecue chicken down there. You can't guard this man one-on-one. Well, lick your fingers. The barbecue chicken is hot and crispy.
You're making me hungry right now, but...
Crispy barbecue chicken?
Oof, I just can't.
We're here in California's capital, Sacramento, and a look here at the Capitol building. This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Sacramento as the Kings take it to the hardwood. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, Cliff Alexander, not here, but we've seen the team playing well regardless of that fact.
You know, what the trade means to me, guys, is they think some of their younger players are ready to spread their wings and take on a little more responsibility. They're going to get more minutes for those guys and allow them to see a little more playing time.
Clearly a forward-thinking deal, you know, and even if his aren't the biggest shoes to fill, it still puts a lot of pressure on your young guys. And let's see if they're ready to fill that void.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. John Lewis out there with Plumlee. And it's Freak in at the small forward position. Now here's Lamb. Misfires after coming off the pick. Here's Freak. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Plumlee with the screen. Nobody near Lillard. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Rondo passes to Cousins. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with George Karl for just a few moments. He told me it's a fun challenge trying to slow down a team that's so cagey and opportunistic offensively. He said, of course we've done our scouting, but this is the first time we've seen them firsthand this season. So it'll be interesting to see if we can take them out of their sets and slow them down at that end. Guys, they'll have to be solid defensively. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. So keeping the opposing shooters in check, guys, they're making that a very high priority right now.
I think that's smart. I mean, you have to identify what your opponent's strengths are, and he's done it correctly.
Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, if you let their shooters get even a tad comfortable, you're playing with major fire there.
Gay kicks to Landry. Cannot hit. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And in that game, guys, they were just about as dominant defensively on the interior as you could ever be.
And once they got a few rejections, they had opposing scorers looking for those long arms and hands, and it caused hesitation in taking shots in there.
Here's Cousins. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Here is Rondo, following the score by Damian Lillard. Gay outside. Five to shoot. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Freak. And the layup's good off the glass. Freak's got his second bucket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now here's Gay. He had 15 points last outing. Back to Rondo. Over in the corner, Lamb. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there? Because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Here's McCollum. He's coming off a 16-point game against Indiana. Lamb dishes to Cousins. Gay passes to Landry. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Plumlee with the screen. They set the pick. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Releases. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Kings leading. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah, Greg, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. And matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
Rondo kicks to Gay. Cousins with a screen for Gay. Pass to Lamb. The pass to Landry. High post Cousins. Here's Lamb. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lamb's got 6.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. First in scoring, first in field goal percentage. And he's as good as it gets from three-point land. In fact, the best percentage that we have in the league.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Lillard dishes to Lure. And here's McCollum for 3. And he gets it to go. McCollum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Rondo passes to Gay. Screen by Cousins. The drive by Gay. There's the dish to Cousins. And the basket good. Sun changes for Sacramento. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Portland also making some changes. Davis comes in for Mason Plumlee. And it's Aminu in for John Lewis. Now here's Freak. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Aminu. Back to Davis. Inside, here's Freak. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Elevates and powers in the one-handed.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
Here is Caspi. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City. And now Portland on the break. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Kings. Cannon comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And a switch here also for Portland. Abs checked in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Cannon. He's covered by Aminu. And now Portland on the break. Freak with the ball. And the basket by Lillard.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Well, with a strong mix of perimeter and interior defense, these leading shot blockers among small forwards this past month have had a very good run at their own end of the court. Freak number 1.
And to run up that kind of block total from the small forward position, I mean, it says a ton about his athleticism. He plays a few inches taller than his height would suggest because of that ability to elevate.
And you know, you talked his athleticism, but you could add a few other A's to that athleticism, like alertness, awareness. I mean, he's got both of those qualities in abundance as well. A's are wild here.
Sacramento with the ball. Following the shot by Ed Davis. Dixon a screen. Cannon kicks to Hickson. Sacramento again missing.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Collison against Lillard. Great D that time from Davis.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plans. And the transition defense now, guys, non-existent, invisible.
Yeah, 3 straight fast break buckets here. The D seems to be sleepwalking.
Here's Cannon following the score by Damian Lillard. 3 for Caspi. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
To the inside, Aminu dishes to Davis. Lays it up and banks it in. Davis has got his first bucket of the night.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Here is Caspi. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Collison with it. Lillard picks him up. There's Cannon with the 3. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Deciding to change it up. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. Rajon Rondo is out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's Gay in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And Cousins throws it down.
A beautiful pass by Rondo. That's excellent teamwork.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Now here's Freak, guarded closely. It's Davis on the wing. Stolen by Landry. And the Kings pushing it up now. Gay with the ball. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers was just a man on a mission. He had 49 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
Here's Freak following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Davis the pass to Freak, and here's McCollum for 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Rondo kicks to Cousins. From 13, and he overshot that one, missing.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Gay outside. Landry with a screen for Gay. He feeds it to Lamb. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Rudy Gay. Averaging about 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there, but he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
And Sacramento has possession. The Blazers getting the bucket. Landry up top. The feed to Gay. Clock at 6. Landry with the screen. Baseline try. Misses off the left iron.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there. Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Now here's Gay. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Sacramento again missing. Trailblazers leading by 4. Grab, dishes to McCollum, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Portland.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Lewis checked in for Davis. Now here's Rondo. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Cullen passes to Lewis. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Trailblazers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And he sinks the second.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for free. 10 points and 2 steals. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
And it's hard to say which has influenced the game more, really, his offense or his D. I mean, take your pick.
And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best beats crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one. The Kings trail by 7. Outside Rondo. He dishes it to Landry. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Gay. Knocked away.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Lamb kicks to Landry. Passes it to Lamb. Screen by Cousins. With some arc. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.